grinder coin is back on the Joker, but this time we've made it a double facer, so the handling of our favourite concepts such as grind out and flip side is even easier. This time out we've applied a photorealistic finish to the artwork, so it kind of matches the coin perfectly. So on the back side we've created this nice tear graphic, so when you perform the trick it's going to look like the coin gets ripped into reality. So if you like this coin and card concept, we've got a host of different applications in our workshop area. You'll find tricks like grind out, flip side and muck off, and they're all based around this concept but use various different sleights and techniques to achieve the same outcome. Like I said, we've got loads of material that use the grinder coin and the jokers from any of our decks in the workshop. So go check out those. What I'm going to do now is show you a quick routine that leverages the double facer. So this is specific to this card. So first we're going to go through the routine with the deck in hand that uses a double backer, which will allow you to get in and out very, very cleanly. And then we're going to run through a routine that just uses just the single card and the coin. So let's go through the routine with the deck in hand first. First I'm going to run through the routine with the deck in hand. So here's how you're going to get set up for this. You're going to start off with the grinder coin in a finger palm, and that's just going to be nice and relaxed just by your side. On top of the deck you can have the double face gaff. And I suggest you have the shadow pointing this way, so not around this way, so you've got the shadow this way, and this is because the tear graphic looks a lot better around this way. So whenever you're showing this card, I suggest just think that the shadow of the coin is kind of facing downwards. So that's just going to get turned over coin side down, and then double backer on top, and you're going to get a break under those. So that's your setup, coin in finger palm, and a double card break there. So when you're ready, you're going to come over and perform a double lift, and careful not to flash this coin. So you're just going to come over, do a double lift, and then your right hand is just going to go back and relax to the side. And that's because we're going to re-grip this coin into kind of like a classic coin production grip. So I'll show you the grip. It's just going to rest on your middle finger there. Your first finger is just going to clip it very slightly. And this kind of frees your hand up to do various things, kind of grip cards and stuff. And in a minute we're just going to produce this coin, the thumb's going to go underneath, and you're just going to pop it up, but with the addition of a kind of little hand movement as well. So just run from the top again. Coin is in finger palm. When you're ready, come over and do a double lift. The right hand relaxes back to the side, and then the left hand is just going to, your thumb's just going to push the card forward fractionally, and your first finger is just going to produce it. And this is so to take off heat as you re-grip for this. So you've done the double lift, your right hand's going to relax down, and it's going to change the coin into the production grip as you bring attention up. So now you've got it in perfect position to do the production, you can come over and grip the card, and that coin will remain hidden from your spectators as long as you keep your coin parallel to the floor. So the next phase after that, so you've produced up, you're going to come over and grip, and then the left hand is going to drop to your side, and that's so you can push the deck back to free up these first two fingers in your thumb. So these are going to come over, and your hand's going to kind of turn palm down as you grip the card like this. So two fingers are on top, thumb is underneath. And all you're going to do with this hand is you're going to build up a little bit of pressure, and you're going to release with your middle finger and first finger, and then your first finger is going to join the thumb. So I'll show you the back view first. So it's just going to do that really. So you're just flipping that card around and do it as quick as you can, and make a little kind of hand movement. So a bigger movement covers a smaller movement. So you can, something like that. That's all you're going to do with this left hand. And then as soon as I come and grip with my left hand, my right hand moves forward, and then it's going to come backwards towards the card. As I flip, I'm going to do the production. One more time. So I'm going to come over, grip, my right hand's going to move forward, it's going to come back as I do the production. Now what you're going to do, you're going to re-grip this card, you're going to put the coin on front, and that's just going to get gripped like so. And that's so again, your left hand can come over and grip in exactly the same position. Now there's a few options here to get the coin back on. You could just do a kind of French drop style as you flip this. Something I like to do is kind of have the coin here and then let it drop as you kind of throw it back on the card. So there's loads of ways. So if you know any of these kind of moves where your hand tips as it jumps on, that's perfect as well. But what I do is just give it a little wiggle, and then as you drop it in your hand, you're going to catch it in the finger palm. Your hand's going to turn over and look like it throws it back on as you flip. So that's it really. And then what you're going to do from here, your left hand's going to drop. You're going to just get a break under the top card, and then you're going to bring this card down. Careful not to flash the back of this, as you then place it on top of the double backer. And now when you turn over, you're going to see the back here. So now you can spread. Careful not to spread the top two cards. So you're going to spread, so just push off a block. Right hand's going to come over, and then you continue spreading. And then a nice little touch is what you can do underneath, is like your third finger can come over and grip the coin as you continue to spread. So then when you close up, your right hand's empty and the coin is gone. So we'll just go through a couple of runs through so you can follow along. We're now going to run through the single card routine. So basically all that's going to happen in your left hand is you're going to snap it over and then you're going to twist it back. Now these two movements need to be done as quick as possible, and instead of just doing them like this and like this, they're going to get kind of noticed. So what you want to do is you want to add another little bit of movement with your left hand. So you want to just play around, but you can do a little kind of back to forwards or like this. And then for this one you're going to just add a little bit of movement just to cover the smaller kind of movement. So that's all the left hand's going to do. Pop and then twist. All the right hand's going to do is just that same coin production. You're then going to come over and you're going to, this is kind of pretending that you're flicking it. And you're just going to let that coin drop as your thumb kind of does the flicking motion. And that coin is then just going to drop into a finger palm, and then you're going to grip and you're done. So put all that together. I'm going to start in that grip I showed you before. The card is going to be gripped between your middle finger and your thumb. So when you're ready, your left hand's going to come over just the same. Your right hand's going to go forward. You're going to do the production. You can turn the coin over. and then if you want, you can give it a first conditioner before you then do the flip here and twist that card. And that's it. Coin is in finger palm, and then you can regrip. You just run through that one more time. So the coin is here, you grip, then you come over, do the first production, you can then come over and then make a jump straight back on. So it's a really simple basic routine. Literally it's this, and all you're doing is this, and then this. It's just putting it together, and it's making the parts be as snappy as possible. So, like, that's really bad. But if you just add a little bit of movement to it, it just gives it life and makes it feel more realistic. So one more time. Come over here, show, here. So we'll go through a couple of run-throughs so you can follow along.